Hello, this is Roger Waldman again with some information from AAA treeandstump.com Incorporated, uh, 904-584 Tree, located in Orange Park, Florida 32073. Um, Now I'm going to talk about stump removal and kind of what to look for, what questions to ask, and how to know what to pay for stump grinding. Typically, stump grinding um, is about $5 per inch, um, depending on where the stump is located, um, what type of stump it is, but normally you can expect to pay um, around $5 an inch for stump grinding. Uh, the way you measure a stump is basically wherever you want the stump ground out, you just take a tape measure and you start at the point um, of where the grinder, where the machine that comes up to the stump will start grinding, and where the machine will stop grinding. Normally you can work out a better price if you have multiple stumps, um, or you can find a company that just does stump grinding, or they are close. Um, you can find somebody that's close in proximity to your location. It's always going to cost a little more if you call somebody from the other side of town because of fuel costs. Um, Typically, it is depending on how many stumps you have. It's normally uh, less expensive to actually have um, a stump grinding company come out and remove your stumps. Um, and if you take, um, if you, for example, go to Home Depot and rent a stump grinder, normally they have smaller stump grinders. They rent from anywhere from 100 to 200 a day. Um, if you go to like Sunbelt or other rental companies, um, I've noticed in the last few months, um, most of the stump grinders have the rental fees have went up. The companies are upgrading new equipment. Um, Typically, um, you want to use anything over like 8 to 10 inches. You're going to want to use a stump grinder that at least is 25 horsepower or more. Typically, most of the rental companies are renting out a Vermeer 252 stump grinder, which is a twin cylinder 25 horsepower Kohler motor. They rent it for about 250 a day. Um, so you figure 250 a day plus fuel, plus other rental fees. You have it if you have it delivered, it's an extra 25 to $50. So uh, you're looking at over $300, and then that's not including your time. So if your time's worth at least $10 an hour, you figure it's going to take you probably 2 or 3 hours time you go get the machine and then bring it back. Pretty much most of your Saturday or Sunday will be spent. So figure you're probably investing about $350 to $400 grinding stumps. And typically, if you only have a few stumps, it'd be more economical to have a company come out and do it. So, um, typically, stump grinding is done um, about 2 to 3 inches below the surface. Um, it's usually normally a little extra if you want to go deeper for special reasons. Say if you're wanting to plant something else in its place, um, or you want to pour concrete, or you have a you know patio or driveway or something like that. Typically, we don't recommend that you plant a tree in the same location, um, because when you're grinding stumps, especially larger stumps, um, you know, you can't really get all the stump out. So you're basically grinding off the top of the stump, so there really isn't any room for another tree to be placed directly on another stump. Um, Unless you, the only way to remove the whole stump is to leave about 3 or 4 feet uh, of the tree and dig around the stump. But typically, a larger tree would be like a backhoe um, or a large piece of equipment, and you can actually pull the whole stump and the root ball out. But that's typically a lot more expensive than grinding. Um, Another thing is if a tree service grinds your stumps out, they're typically going to have more liability insurance than someone that just grinds stumps. Normally, stump grinding uh, doesn't really cause much damage. There's not really anything that can happen. The worst case scenario would be if they hit a water pipe, sprinkler line, electrical line, or if they aim the stump grinder to where the chips are flying towards the house, um, you might be able to knock out a window or crack a window or dent some aluminum siding. So just get references, make sure the company is insured. Um, Typically, most tree services have stump grinders, and if you're doing anything more than one stump that is more than uh, 10 inches in diameter, I would recommend uh, getting a tree service or stump grinding business to come do it. It'll save you time, it'll save you energy, and in the long run, it'll actually save you money. So just do your research and take this into consideration before renting a stump grinder or trying to do it on your own. It'll save you a lot of headache. Okay? Thank you very much, and feel free to call us if you're in the Orange Park area at 904-584-TREE, or you can call me directly at 904-222-1783. AAA Incorporated, located in Orange Park, Florida, in the Orange Park Industrial Loop, right behind the Harley Davidson shop on Wells Road. Have a great day.